logic, while others argue that what we call magic is simply a combination of skill, timing, and deception. But what happens when a situation unfolds in a way that seems impossible? Is it truly magic at work, or is there another explanation? This story follows Zach and Paul, two individuals caught in a race against time. As events take unexpected turns, we must ask, are they experiencing real magic, or is it all just clever planning? Paul sprinted toward the airport entrance, but exhaustion hit him hard. Gasping for air, he pulled out his phone and quickly tried to book a last-minute flight. Meanwhile, Zach was already ahead. He rushed to the counter, purchasing the last ticket available. With passengers already boarding, he thought he had won. He was finally free. But what Zach didn't realize was that Paul had followed him the entire time. He had stayed just far enough behind to avoid suspicion, waiting for the perfect moment. Both Zach and Paul reached the ticket checkpoint at the exact same moment. Time seemed to slow as they handed over their tickets. But then, something unbelievable happened. The airport speakers announced that Zach's flight had already taken off. His heart dropped. How was that possible? He had just booked the ticket minutes ago. Zach, refusing to accept defeat, turned his attention to the departure board. That's when he saw it. Another flight was scheduled to leave in just a few minutes. Without thinking, he grabbed a boarding pass from the unattended counter and sprinted toward the rear cabin doors. It was a risky move, but it was his only chance. Paul, realizing what Zach was up to, took off running after him. The two of them raced through the terminal, dodging crowds, leaping over obstacles, and pushing through security checkpoints. Every second mattered. As Zach reached the final boarding gate, an airline staff member called out, "Sir, your ticket doesn't match this flight." Paul, catching up, smirked again. "Game over, Zach." But just then, a strange glimmer of light passed over the scanner. The system beeped, and to everyone's shock, Zach's pass was accepted. Paul's eyes widened. How did you do that? Zach had no answer. Had he just pulled off an impossible trick, or was something greater at play? Looking at this story, there are two ways to interpret what happened. 1. The magic perspective. If we believe in magic, Zach's success was no accident. Maybe he unknowingly tapped into some mystical force that altered reality. The mysterious glimmer of light at the scanner could have been a sign of supernatural intervention. 2. The logical perspective. On the other hand, this entire sequence could have been a series of clever tricks and luck. Perhaps Zach had noticed an unattended boarding pass for the same flight and swapped it in time. Maybe the scanning system had a temporary glitch. The true question remains, was this just another case of well-executed strategy, or did magic play a role? At the end of the day, magic and good craftsmanship often look the same. Whether it's a magician performing a perfect illusion or a person thinking 5 steps ahead, the key to making something seem impossible is mastery of the moment. So, what do you think? Was it all just smart thinking, or did Zach have a little help from the unknown?